A month ago, I discovered a technique that kills anxiety in its tracks. And in this video, I would like to share that with you. All right, mate, it's Oliver here once again, just on a rooftop in Marrakesh, because why the fuck not? Actually, I'm sweating quite a lot and I'm burning my face, so I'm gonna go sit down somewhere. Now on YouTube, you've probably come across a metric shitload of techniques that promise wellness, success, wealth, fame, fortune, and the perfect life. Oh, and by the way, if you want a giggle, type in perineum sunning on YouTube or Google. But anyway, for self-development, there are options everywhere. It's endless, and it can all just be a little bit overwhelming, can't it? Well, I'd love to be different, but unfortunately, I'm going to be just another dickhead on the internet telling you what to do because it worked for him. I just humbly request that you trust me. When it comes to anxiety, when it comes to feeling good in your body, when it comes to just chilling out, not being so stressed, reducing social anxiety and all this other good stuff, this technique is genuinely a game changer, I promise you. The technique that I'm talking about is called the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Now, I discovered this technique in a video from Dr. Andrew Weil. This was in between checking feverishly Ukraine war updates on YouTube, which I'm sure has absolutely nothing to do with my anxiety levels, by the way. But for the technique, it's really, really simple. All you do is breathe in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 7, and then exhale for a count of 8. Breathing like this activates your parasympathetic nervous system, and doing this is kind of like pumping the brakes on a speeding car. If your car is your body and the speeding is your anxiety. I had actually practiced this technique before, but it turns out that I was actually making a few mistakes. Firstly, you meant to breathe in quietly through the nose, whereas what I was actually doing was breathing in through the nose really intensely, holding, and then breathing out through the nose as well. Whereas you're actually meant to breathe in through the nose nice and quietly and in a relaxed way, and then exhale through the mouth quite powerfully. Secondly, the count can actually be quite quick. It doesn't necessarily have to be 1, 2, 3. You can actually count fairly quickly as long as all the counts, the space in between counts is the same. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. And lastly, I was dedicating about 10 minutes a day of formal practice to this. And this actually was quite difficult for me to maintain and keep consistent. But Dr. Weil suggests that you just do 4 breath cycles about 3 times a day. It takes about 30 seconds to complete 4 breath cycles, and if you practice this just a few times a day, then the health benefits are there apparently. And this can actually be done while you're out and about. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to sit there in formal practice. You can actually do this as you go about your day. So the consistency can improve when you do that. Now let me show you exactly what this looks like. And just as a bit of a warning, I'm probably gonna get a little bit high in the process, so we'll see how this goes. Yep, right on cue. I do feel pretty high, but I also want to point something out to you. You need to practice this a few times a day across time to receive these benefits that I'm enjoying literally right now. Practice, 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 3 times a day, 30 seconds a time, and you will get the benefits of this. Now, since doing this a few times a day, I've noticed my ability to shift my state. When I get emotionally activated and anxious, which doesn't happen all that much nowadays, admittedly, but when I do, I'm able to bring in this breathing technique, and pretty quickly I'll notice that rather than feeling anxious and activated, I'll switch into a state like this, kind of like calm, kind of breezy, kind of like everything's all good, baby. So men, if you want to overcome anxiety, particularly of a social nature, maybe hindering your confidence as a man, then check out my free social anxiety course. The link is in the description below. And if you like that video, click the like and subscribe to my channel, The Courageous Man, and I will see you next time. Peace.